Alright, good morning everyone, welcome back. Friday, 30th of May. We're here in Noordwyk in Midrand. We have an old Centurion D5 Evo sliding gate motor, and we are going to upgrade it to a Centurion D5 Evo Smart gate motor. Right, we're going to remove the old Centurion D5 Evo sliding gate motor, and then we're going to install a new Centurion D5 Evo Smart sliding gate motor. Before we get to it, there's some aspects that we need to sort out on the gate and the gate rail. Let's quickly move closer. They've placed a round bar onto the steel angle iron, and they didn't weld it everywhere. So you can see that the round bar is bent over. That's normally where the vehicle tires are coming over. There and also here. We're just going to quickly open the gate, bend this back in position and weld it. We look at the gate motor. Oh, not the best of platforms. I'll also make a plan there. And then coming back to the steel rail, from this angle you can see here in the center, it's broken off. So we're going to cut it off in any case. We'll start here, get that in place, and then we do the rest. Right, so here's the current platform. It looks usable, but on closer inspection it's not going to work for us. First instance, we're using the generic anti-theft bracket, which means is the bolts, steel bolts, are not long enough. We're not going to get it tightened. And then this steel base plate is welded there, spot welded there, and also at the back there, and a little bit on the side. And if you tap the whole system, you can hear that it's hollow. And when it's hollow, you know your system's not going to be properly installed. You need to create a proper platform. It might work for a couple of years if you use this existing one, but then what's going to happen is they're going to quickly steal it. Well, if you're one of those installers that want to lose clients, hey, by all means go ahead, put it in like rubbish. You're going to lose that client to the insurance. And that's the last thing that we want to do. Right, let's also cut off a section of the steel gate rail. We cut off the other section, quickly get this ground track sorted. We've managed to remove the old base plate, and then there was a second base plate, and this is the third one that we currently have here. This means this will be basically the fourth gate motor that's being installed at this property. So we still have a steel platform. This one is set well into concrete. There's some areas that we can use to weld. So what we'll do is we'll just cut off these studs, get it level, and take our base plate to the back so that we can weld it from the back section of the steel gate, the ground track. That's how we're going to create our steel platform. And then on the ground track, quickly bend the round bar back onto the angle iron, and we'll start welding that as well. Lekker guys. Interesting one for a Friday. This is where we are now. You can see that the anti-theft ears, it's been welded onto the steel base plate of the gate motor. Now we're going to move over to our steel platform, and man, is this thing solid. So what we've done is we've welded it at the back, welded it in the front, placed in angle irons there, welded it on the side. We need to cut the slot in the center for the electrical cable. You can just bring the steel base plate of the gate motor, something like that. So we need to cut the slot there for the electrical cable. And then on the ground track, it's 120 to 150 millimeters apart. We've welded the steel round bar back onto the angle iron, all the way on both sides. That's to ensure that it stays put, because most of the times vehicle tires are pulling them over. So let's cut the slot for the electrical supply cable. We can also then cut the gate clean with these old steel brackets, and then we can get the gate motor into position. So right, our gate motor has been test fitted, and the base plate has been spot welded into position. This side, that side. It's always easier when your steel platform is level. Adjust the nuts, take them off, and now we can weld it down. You can see that we did cut the slot there for the electrical cable, so we're all good to go. Right guys, all done. Steel base plate been welded into position. The adjuster nuts are on. We've painted the steel platform primer paint, and now we can quickly fit the gate motor into position. Okay, so what we've done is we've engraved this gate motor serial number and the address onto the gate motor and its parts. So if you do manage to get it out and steal it, we can find our gate motor, or it can get back home safely, because we know where the gate motor stays. Alright, this is where we are now. Gate motor has been bolted down into position, and then we have welded the steel rack onto the steel sliding gate. We're quickly going to paint the steel sliding gate rail primer paint. Then we're going to quickly fit all of the electronic components and do the programming on the gate motor. Alright, this is where we are now. Quickly going to check. Battery charging voltage is 13.59 volts DC. This is a Life PO4 battery, and then we're just going to hold it still there, 14 to 14.6 volts. This means at this current voltage you're not going to fully charge this gate motor battery. That means we need to make adjustments to get the charging voltage up to 14.20 volts DC. And just like that, we've set the battery charging voltage to 13.30 volts DC. Still busy painting. We can now connect the battery. You can see the controller card's already on. we're going to do programming, setting up the limits. Okay guys, we're going to quickly set limits on this gate motor. So basically what we have is the gate motor is halfway, it doesn't matter really where, and you in programming on the app, your battery's connected, power supply light is on, I'll show you there, and your controller card is on. So basically what we're going to do is the door is closed, the gate's the gate is engaged. Now we're going to say set limits. Now obviously there's a couple of questions that the system will ask you to make sure that everything has been done. And here you come and you select your speed at which you want to run, and then you get a start screen.
Finding and stop.
So if you enable notifications on your cell phone will speak to you and say, listen, yeah, we're going to find the end stop. Did the gate reach the end stop? You'll see just now.
Did the gate reach an end stop?
Yes, it did. And we can see that the gate is obviously fully open. Now we're going to press it. The gate's going to start reversing. While we're waiting for it, you can see all of the angle brackets that's been welded onto the steel sliding gate and the steel gate rail. They're 500 millimeters apart, and obviously all of the startup sections have deal brackets or an extra support bracket.
Did the gate reach an end stop?
So that's the question. If you look at the gate, is it completely closed? Make sure that it is indeed fully closed. You come back to it and you tell it yes. So the gate is still going to run a slow cycle. So what the gate motor is doing is it's measuring the current to see how much current is being used to operate the steel sliding gate. I'm just going to get closer because I want to show you guys. We're going to get in.
Did the gate reach an end stop?
Yes, we did. Now you'll see that the gate motor is going to run at full speed. And what you're also seeing is the speed and the current being used. So that's
Limits setup completed. Is the gate open or closed?
obviously the gate's open, so we're going to select open.
Gate limits setup completed successfully.
Next. There you can punch in your gate motor name if you want to. I'm just going to quickly say next. And then the following chapter will handle on if we need to set up all of the inputs and stuff. Oh, do we have infrared beams? No, we don't have it. Run profile, do you want to select it? Yes if you want to, no if you don't want to. So are we going to use a positive close? Some people like it, I don't like it. Ramps. Okay, so we don't pull away on your vehicle and you just put foot down. So on speeding up, pulling away, you want obviously a nice pull away on your gate motor system. Right. Gonna say done. Trigger inputs already, so we can just leave that. Pedestrian, we can say yes. On pedestrian, we'll put the
my brother sent me here.
opening,
Wants to be repaired.
and we're just gonna quickly auto close delay on pedestrian. We'll put that on. We'll put that on to 15 seconds. We go back, say done. If you want to put on your alarm system, you can put that on, select it at the top there that it goes on. Sorry, not used to the left-handed. And your sensitivity, you need to select it. Where do you want your sensitivity? Done. And your configuration setup is done. So that's just a quick view of setting up gate limits. Right guys, we're done with the installation of this Centurion D5 Evo Smart sliding gate motor. Let's quickly test it. As can be seen, it's running smoothly without any hard labor to it. That means the installation is 100% to our standards and to the specifications of Centurion systems. So we have set the auto close onto 2 minutes. So again, if you look at the motor, there's no vibration, standing nice and upright. It's parallel to the gate. So guys, if you want your gate motor installed like this, give Pottie a call, 083 778 2288. Check out smartgates.co.za and check out exquisitesecurity.co.za. Again, these are the guys that you need to contact for those that cannot hear, but there you can read. Work the whole of Gauteng. Obviously to the system we did connect a siren onto it, so if someone tampers with the gate, the siren's going to go off. Let me see if I can just get a spade. Let me just pause the video. I can just switch it back on. Okay, right, so what we've done is just quickly enable the alarm system on it. So if someone comes and they... Sorry about that. Right, there's silence again. So flipping between apps and switching on and off. But then in any case, anyone fiddling with this steel sliding gate or with a gate motor is gonna get a lekker surprise. Great stuff. Thanks for all of the support and stay safe everyone.